Naimbag nga aldaw kada kayo amin. Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Ngayon ay pag-uusapan natin ang isang theorem that talks about the length of intersecting secant lines inside a circle. On this video, we are going to discuss its proof and a quick example to see it in action. So, let's get started. This theorem is an additional information to the theorems that we discussed previously. So, ano naman yung sinasabi ng theorem na ito? Set for example, meron tayong bilog and there are two secant lines that intersect inside the circle. So, yung point of intersection nila ay nasa loob ng bilog. Okay, let's name our first secant line AC and yung pangalawang secant line naman ay CDE. They intersect at point B. So, yung sinasabi ng theorem na ito na pag-aaralan natin is ano yung relationship ng mga line segment na nabuo sa loob ng bilog. So, dito, nung nag-intersect itong dalawang secant lines na ito, ay merong mga nabuong line segment. So, ano yung mga nabuong line segment? We have AB, BC, DB, and BE. So, there are 4 line segments that formed inside the circle. So, the theorem says, if two secant lines intersect inside the circle, then the product of the lengths of the segments formed inside the circle are equal. So, in symbol, if we are going to symbolize the theorem, we have here AB times BC is equal to DB times BE. Okay. Since that is a theorem, kailangan muna nating patunayan. So, ano yung given information? So, the given information ay yung nasa ating hypothesis. Ano? So, two secant lines intersect inside the circle. So, we have here secant line AC and secant line DE. So, yun yung hypothesis. Yun yung given. Then, we are going to prove the conclusion of the theorem, which is the product of the lengths of the segment formed inside the circle are equal. So, ibig sabihin, AB times BC is equal to EB times BD. Ilipat lang natin itong mga information natin para sa ating two-column proof. Okay, let's have our two-column proof. So, yung first column natin ay yung mga statements at yung pangalawang column natin ay yung ating mga reasons. So, ano yung ating first statement? So, yan po ay manggagaling sa ating hypothesis, yung nasa given natin, which is line AC is a secant line because that is given. So, reason is given. Pangalawa, so kapag wala po tayong mapipiga dito sa first statement na ito, then proceed with the next given. Line DE is a secant line. For what reason? That is also given. Okay, so meron pa po ba tayong mapipiga dito sa second statement na ito? So, I think parang wala na. Ano? Kaya lang, puntahan natin yung ating illustration. Parang meron. Meron pang nasa illustration na hindi nakalagay sa ating given. Okay, so kung mapapansin po natin, angle ADB and angle EBC are vertical angles. At sabi natin, vertical angles are congruent. Ibig sabihin, angle ABD is congruent to angle EBC. For what reason? Because vertical angles are congruent. Ngayon, meron pa po ba tayong makukuhang information mula sa ating illustration? So, siguro kapag hindi na po tayo mag-iisip, ay mag-i-stop na tayo sa ating proving. Ano? So, sasabihin natin na, ay, ang hirap naman. Hindi ko alam. O, hindi po dapat ganon. Dapat ay masigasig tayo lagi sa paghahanap ng solution. Okay, so dito po sa ating illustration, points A and D can be connected. So, we have line segment AD. Ganon din, si points E at saka si C ay pwede po nating i-connect. So, we have there line segment EC. So, kung makikita po natin, merong triangles na nabuo. Si triangle A, DB, at saka si triangle EBC. So, parang meron ng hint na gagamit tayo ng similarity theorem para ma-prove yung ating pinoprove. Okay, so ituloy po natin yung ating proving. Ngayon, mapapansin po natin sa ating illustration na may mga nabuong inscribed angles when we connected those points. We have angle ADE. So yan, nabuong inscribed angle po yan nung kinonect natin yung points A and D. And makikita rin natin na yung kanyang intercepted arc ay si arc AE. Also, another inscribed angle na nabuo is yung angle ECA or ACE. At makikita rin natin na yung kanyang intercepted arc ay si arc AE or arc EA. So, parehas yung intercepted arc ng dalawang angle. So, ano yung mako-conclude po natin doon? We can conclude that the two angles are congruent. Why? Because they subtend the same arc. Okay, now, we have two pairs of angles that are congruent. Si angle ABD at saka yung isa ay si angle EBC. So, isang pares yan. Another pair is yung kanina, ADE at saka si ECB. So, since we have two pairs of angles that are congruent, that is enough information para mapatunayan natin na si triangle ADB is similar to triangle ECB. Bakit? Kasi ginamit natin yung angle-angle similarity theorem. And kapag ang dalawang triangles are similar, we can say that their corresponding sides are in proportion. So, ibig sabihin, AD is to EC, or that is AD over EC equals, kasi proportion, DB is to CB, or that is BC. And then, yung pangatlo is AB is to EB. So, ano yung reason natin? Corresponding side of similar triangles are equal. Kasi nga, proportion po sila. Tanggalin lang po natin yung markings. Ayan. So, ituloy na po natin yung ating proof. So, what will be our seventh statement? Remember po na ang pinapalabas lang po natin is AB times BC equals EB times BD. So, ibig sabihin, isa sa mga ito, isa sa tatlo na nandito sa ating sixth line ay tatanggalin po natin. So, yung tatanggalin po natin ay yung AD over EC. Kasi, remember, wala naman po siya sa ating pinuprove. Ano po? So, i-disregard po natin yung AD over EC. So, bale, yung kukunin lang natin is AB over EB equals BD over BC. So, anong reason pa rin yun? Parehas pa lang din po yun. So, corresponding side of similar triangles are equal. Now, if we are going to cross-multiply this, itong ating seventh line, AB times BC is AB times BC. And then, EB times BD is EB times BD. So, ano po yung ginamit natin doon? That is the cross product property. So, that ends the proof of the theorem. Okay, so napatunayan na po natin yung theorem. Ngayon naman ay i-apply natin ito in solving this example. So, if line segment AF, nasaan po yun? So, ito, it has a length of 8 units. FB equals 6, FG equals 2, then we are going to find the measure of line segment EF. So, yung length ng line segment EF. So, papaano po yan? Gamitin po natin yung theorem. So, yung sinasabi ni theorem is EF times FG equals BF times FA. Or that is EF times FG equals AF times FB. So, yung EF, yun po yung ating hinahanap. Kaya mananatili siyang unknown. Ang FG natin ay 2. Ang length ni line segment AF ay 8. at si FB naman ay 6. So, let's simplify it further. 8 times 6, that is 48. EF times 2, that is 2F. So, anong gagawin po natin? We are going to divide both sides by 2. Okay, so makakancel po yung 2 dito because 2 divided by 2, that is 1. 1 EF or simply EF. And then, 48 divided by 2, that is equal to 24. Ibig sabihin, yung measure ni EF is equal to 24 units. Hanggang dyan na lang muna. Maraming salamat sa panunood. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. And also, don't hesitate to leave any questions below. I'll see you in the next tutorial. Take care and happy learning.